Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a bunch of mini tays for you. There's nothing like big kind of going on, so I thought I would break it down and kind of talk about the small things that are going on. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is Taehyung being spat on. We also have RM saying that he will date this particular person, which I think is very interesting. This is definitely a funny one. And then at the end we have a BTS apparently deleting an old social media account, and we have BTS being deleted on social media. So definitely two things going on with that. So let's get into all of the tea and jump into that. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also, so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's get into it. Now, the first thing I want to talk about takes place way back when Taehyung was a little fetus. He was a lot younger. He mentioned this story that I thought was really funny, so I definitely wanted to share it with you guys. If you guys have not heard about it, I definitely could not stop laughing when I read this story. And Taehyung used to share so much about his childhood and things like that, which he definitely doesn't share as much anymore. I definitely don't feel like he opens up as much as he used to. Maybe there just isn't that much to share left, as he has shared everything already. But I definitely wish to learn more about his life and little stories about his life, about Mazadi. If we're going to get married, I have to know everything about you. But chances are he has shared everything, so this probably isn't much to share. But anyway, someone asked him to describe himself in one word. And Taehyung describes himself as a monkey. Very strange to describe yourself as a monkey. At first I was like, whoa, why would you say that about yourself? If you think you're a monkey, then I'm a freaking clown. And if you honestly believe you're a monkey, then you're definitely the monkey king. You ain't no regular peasant monkey. Monkey king is hot, just like Taehyung. But Taehyung continues to explain why he chose monkey. And his story was that when he was younger, he went to a zoo and a chimpanzee spat on him. And then the friend that he was with at the time called him a monkey, as you do when you are spat on by a chimpanzee. And basically said since he is spat on by a monkey, he will turn into one. And that Taehyung must have been the chimpanzee's rival. I wonder if Taehyung still feels this way and calls himself a monkey, or if he even really remembers this story that much. I wonder if I met him in person and called Taehyung a monkey, would he get mad and be like, what did you say about me? Or would he say, oh, you're referencing an old story of mine. You're like a true army, and then we get married. All of my BTS fantasies where I go meet them at fan meets end with me getting married to them, just so you know. I wanted to see what people on the tweets they were saying about this. One person said this: what if Taehyung really gets spit on by a monkey again someday? What if he changes completely? You know what? That is likely to happen in 2020. Stranger things have literally happened in 2020. Like getting spit on and then your life changing completely. It's very much a possibility. You gotta social distance from monkeys too, okay? I love that Taehyung has this story to share. I don't have anything similar to share, mainly because I don't go to places with friends. My life is pretty boring and nothing exciting ever comes out of that. Every zoo that I have been to, all the animals have been asleep and I was never able to actually really see an animal. But hey, animals gotta sleep. I don't hate them for that. RM also has interesting stories to share as well. He is probably the last person that I've ever spoke about romance with, although of course he deserves romance and love as well. He is a member that gets attacked a lot. People like to say awful things about him and no real reason why they want to say those things about him. Like if you don't like someone, just shut your mouth. And I definitely wanted to make a video kind of talking about all those things, but I didn't want to bring too much light into the situation. But if it's something that you would like to hear and you want to have an open discussion about, then I can definitely make that video and then we can have a conversation and talk about it. But RM does have a type that he likes to go for when he is dating a woman, maybe something you're unaware of. He mentions he would like to date someone that is not a bad girl. He likes nice people. He likes people who are caring. I guess somewhat like a mother, right? Which is interesting because RM kind of plays like Liter in BTS. Tough bad boy type. It's really interesting that he wants a sweet girl and not a tough bad girl type. But even though he plays that bad guy, deep down he is really sensitive and sweet. I think everyone can actually see that. Come to think of it, every group really has kind of like the bad boy mean type of guy, but I don't think BTS has that. I mean, I think everyone in BTS is scared of Yoongi, but however, he is very obviously really sweet and sensitive as well. He has a very much of a soft side. This is what I like about him. But anyway, RM mentioned in an interview when he was asked which BTS member he would date if he had to choose one of the BTS members to date. And pretty much RM and a lot of the other boys chose J-Hope, my little Hopey baby, saying they would date J-Hope if J-Hope was, well, a woman. Because J-Hope is very similar to like the mother of the group. He really looks out for everyone. He looks out for Jungkook a lot. It's hilarious. Parents, who? You have J-Hope. J-Hope is definitely my type too. He is my other husband. I genuinely love someone who is kind, looks out for other people. I mean, even if you're not attractive or you don't think you're very attractive, which I don't care about, out, by the way. But if you're kind, sweet, and caring, then it's like you have my heart. It's yours. He can paint me like one of his French gals. I wanted to see if anyone else was invested in this RM J-Hope kind of love thing. I hopped on the Twitter and one person said this. Remember when once RM said he would date J-Hope if he was a girl? I mean, yeah, who can forget that? It's something that ARMYs talk about consistently. People are always wondering in BTS who has like the best relationship with each other, who has like man crushes on each other or actual crushes on each other. It's something that I wonder too. So it's always brought up in my timeline and people bring this up. J-Hope gets brought up too. But keep in mind, it's only the female version of J-Hope, which by the way is super hot. Get you a man that can do both for whatever mood you're in. Sometimes men are boring and then he can be a woman. Social media is a weird place, especially for ARMYs. There's all this stuff going around. Every single time stuff like this happens, it kills me. The stuff you guys talk about. BTS have been on social media a lot lately. They have been posted on Weverse. They've been keeping us up to date with everything. But we may get into some of those posts another time. There was an instance not too long ago where BTS had an Instagram account. I would call it their Finsta. It's funny because for some reason, one of their old accounts went live and it was an old one with a lot of RM pictures in it. He looks cute, by the way. It looks adorable. The account was called Bangtan and had about 48,000 followers on it. My guess is what happened is maybe one of the BTS boys tried to log into the account. They accidentally logged into this one and it reactivated. That's just my theory. Or maybe it was just a simple Instagram glitch. But it seems like a lot of people, mainly 48,000 people, were notified that the account had been reinstated and immediately saw it. There were a lot of young photos of RM on there. The follower count actually ended up jumping from 48,000 to about 620,000. And I believe it may have gotten up to 1 million before it was re-deactivated, but I'm not sure about that. But there definitely wasn't that many photos on there. It definitely seems like this account wasn't very active for very long before they deleted it. A lot of people do speculate it was a real account because there's nothing kind of saying it wasn't, because a lot of these photos don't exist anywhere else. And like there was no way to get these photos unless they were from RM directly. And then you can also see that the photos were posted in 2012. So wow, that's a long time. So my guess is once the account was activated, the 48,000 people that were initially already following the account quickly spread the account so wide. I mean, if I saw the account, I would just immediately follow it as well. I mean, I would know that they would likely be taking down this account. So I'm just gonna follow it. So if they ever do actually reactivate it again, I'll be one of the first few to follow it. I was there the second time this account came out. So of course the account ended up getting taken down. A lot of people were definitely shook about this. Like, what did it mean? Why was it reinstated in the first place? Like, was this supposed to be their old official Instagram account? But like, why did they remove it is like my question. Like, if you didn't like the photos on there, then you could have just deleted the photos, but they already had followers on there. So why not just keep the account and the followers on there and then just delete the photos? So many questions, none of which have ever been answered. Now, speaking of Instagram, there was also this Instagram post which involved BTS sort of. And the word BTS was kind of deleted off of Jennie's caption, Jennie from Blackpink. This is just some theories that news sites reported. Nothing has been proven, nothing has been said for sure. Jennie apparently did have a caption with the word BTS on it. Now, if you didn't know, for some of you who have never used the word BTS before BTS, the boy group, came out, the word BTS is also very widely used for behind the scenes. Now, when people say BTS, it's only used to represent the boy group. People actually have to write out behind the scenes spelled out now, like they can't just write BTS. But anyway, Jennie apparently had this caption where she posted the behind the scenes photo allegedly, and then she deleted the photo and posted a new photo with a different caption which did not have BTS in it. The caption was pretty much the same, it was just that the BTS word was missing. Now, in my opinion, she could have just edited the original caption, but my guess is the comments were probably already saying something about BTS, the boy group, and then she removed it just to get rid of those rumors from the comments. This is just my theory. I don't know if that's true or not, because the way the caption was phrased, it could appear to some ARMYs that Jennie was saying that they have BTS boy group footage in their behind the scenes footage, and that BTS and Blackpink could be collaborating. So maybe Jennie didn't want to start those rumors or anything like that, so she deleted the photos with the comments, all that, and then posted it again, obviously without BTS in it. It's a very smart move, I think. We know Jennie is very smart with stuff like this. She definitely thinks about what could be interpreted and then quickly removes that and fixes the issue so it isn't interpreted in that way. There was this instance where Jisoo kind of held an iPhone that a fan asked her to take a photo with, and Jennie was like, don't touch that iPhone because they represent Android and they're not allowed to touch that. Jennie knows stuff like that right away. She's very conscious of what she does. But I'm glad she deleted the caption very quickly, because imagine having to explain that. Like, everyone thinks Blackpink is going to be working with BTS because the rumor gets so big, and that Blackpink's next song is going to be Blackpink featuring BTS. And then Jennie has to explain that the word BTS in her caption meant behind the scenes and not the boy group. It would be weird and a little bit embarrassing, I think. Let me know what you think about this, and let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it on the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. study, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go over to my Patreon and check that out, anything you can contribute over there really does help kind of give back to this channel and help me spend more time making better videos on here and all that stuff, especially in this like uncertain times. Things like that really help. So I really do hope you go ahead and check that out. You can also get exclusive content over there, such as music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions, whatever you like. You can also recommend things, all that stuff over there. So make sure you check it out. Link in the top of the description down below. There's also 2 videos that will appear at the end of the screen. So click on one of those videos. See you in the next one. Bye.